This interview is really a success story. I want to give you a little bit of background information so when you hear the interview in the next few minutes, you take it, you get the proper context of it. This gentleman was referred by another client. Like 80+% of my clients come from referrals. And he was feeling a lot of anger and resentment for a few key people in his immediate circle, in his family. Now, that's not a healthy thing. He knows it, right? Because of he was harboring this hurt and resentment. It just kept getting bigger and bigger. And he doesn't want to end the relationship. He wants to move forward. But this if he feels stagnant, it's just like water in a lake or a pond or in a glass. If you leave water stagnant, just sitting there and there's no flow, right? Doesn't move out, bad things happen to it, right? It gets murky, it smells, and it becomes poisonous. Likewise, the same thing with our emotions. Resentment and anger serves a real positive purpose, and once it has fulfills that purpose, if you don't move it on, then it becomes stagnant, like the stagnant water metaphor that I shared with you, right? And I wish he mentioned this during the interview, but he doesn't, right? He was telling like how the person, and by the way, the one thing I told him is, listen, the people you are having this resentment and anger for is not here in my office. I'm not working with them. I'm working with you. So let's go on the premise that they never change. They never change at all, right? And you want to be a better person and give them the grace and bandwidth to grow. And you can help them grow out of this shenanigan that they're doing, or that predicament there, or how they're responding to you or the situation. But at least you can provide solutions without being overbearing and you not feeling anger inside. Because he was feeling like, based on past hurts, he was playing cautious also. He did not know how to respond. So, but inside he was feeling like, this plays to the old fears I have, that I'm not good enough, fear of failure, fear of rejection. You know, my voice will never be heard. I'm not important enough. And so what's interesting is he never mentions this in the interview. I wish he did, because I asked all my clients, like, what are the positive differences are you noticing? And he was saying, like, how now these key people, when they act up, he feels a lot more confident, and he feels optimistic. He feels good about himself, and he's not triggered as much. There was a relationship with a significant person in his life that he had cut off all relationship for years. And on his own, he said, I was kind of surprised. On my own, I decided, let me just reach out to that person and say, hey, let's meet up. That's, just to establish, just to say hi. And the person responded back in a not so friendly manner. They say, hey, listen, I'm not changing my positions. If you, I'm prepared to leave it the way, it was before, right? And so he says, I was hurt a little bit, but I wasn't harboring on it. I was able to let it go. He says, okay, they're not ready to move on, right? Or to grow into something better. I'm okay with that. And this is a departure from the type of man he used to be. And this is the power of using these really advanced hypnosis protocols that I use. All right. So just enjoy, listen to this interview. I'm here with a phenomenal client of mine who is really impressive on many levels, who his core values are, what he's accomplished, and just an overall awesome guy, right? But I want you to hear from him, his perspective, why he reached out to me and we worked together. So go ahead. Won't you tell me, what was the reason why you reached out to me?
I was just feeling unsettled, and I feel like I needed to go deeper inside and to try to reset my life and I guess move forward and progress in the person I want to become.
Now, were there any particular areas of your life where you found that you weren't progressing the way you hoped or would like to have been before working with me?
I was harboring on old issues, finding trouble to move on from them, and it would always revert back when certain things would happen, and it would take me back to a negative place. And I was trying to trying to learn and prevent that from happening. Moving.
I heard it from a book. I think it said Buddha said this, but I'm not sure if Buddha actually said this. But you know, when a snake bites a person, it's not the snake bite kills the person. It's the venom that the person allows to circulate in the body. And so, what we were trying to do, the deep work that me and my awesome client here we were doing is we were getting rid of the venom. So, can you tell me what positive effect have you noticed since you and I worked together?
I'm able to, I guess, be more confident in myself, express my voice, be strong, learn to like just not let it consume me for days and days. I can address it and move on from it and grow from it. And just more confident in myself and believing in myself. And I feel refreshed.
Now, did any of the work, did your time with me working, did did I make you cluck like a chicken or quack like a duck, like anything like stage hypnosis?
No, you did not.
I did not,
No, you
right?
didn't. I was fully comfortable. I was at peace. I was at ease, and I actually looked forward to.
Exactly. You know, I mean, and you've had traditional talk therapy in your past before, yes? From your perspective, how is this any what I do different from traditional talk therapy?
I think it's like a hybrid and a combination of both, right? Like
Hmm.
you would listen and talk, and then you'd help me go inside and try to like go deeper into myself and give me strategies to deal with the issues that have been happening like over the last couple years.
And would you recommend anyone who could use my help? Would you help? Would you have any reservations for them reaching out to me?
Zero reservation, 1,000% would recommend. Very beneficial. I didn't know what to expect. I feel kind of like a different person.
I am telling you guys, whoever you're listening, you do not need to wait for Mars, Pluto, and Saturn to be perfectly aligned or for some crisis to take place in order for you to change. Change does not need to be hard. Change comes easy to us. From the day we are born, we are constantly changing. And my client here is just evidence of it. And it's just such a remarkable person if you ever met him in person. I thank you from the bottom of my heart, and I promise you, just a few things you're sharing here today is going to save somebody's life.
Appreciate it.
You're welcome.